Let's keep this winning streak going.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Don't miss a single game this season. See the ticket booth for more information before you leave today to get your Trailblazers tickets. We look forward to seeing you at the next home game. Each and every one of you will be getting your own Blaze the Trail Cap calendar.
And fans, be certain to join us at our house local game.
And fans, remember to be here for
And P, what's up?
Chilling, man, chilling. Yo, you want to do a jersey swap after the game?
I don't know, man. I don't do that too much.
Oh, come on, man, it'll be fun. I know. You want to hang my jersey up in your trophy room?
You know what? If you win, I'll think about it. You're competitive. I like that. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinals. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Red Hatta's out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Rob Williams. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And looking back at the group stage of the NBA Cup, these were 2 of the best in the West.
Yeah, these teams have been outstanding in the Cup. They're playing with confidence. 2 of my favorites to win this thing, so something has to give.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Henderson against Fox. Vassell outside. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And the win streak they're on right now, tying the Warriors' record of 24 wins back in 2016. This group is really clicking.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Castle misses. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's Coffey. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Down low. With the fadeaway. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where Portland is, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Well, we're seeing the progress on Sohan's jumper. Hard work in the offseason paying off.
Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot, and the last game against the Lakers was driven. He scored an amazing number of points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Coffee, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. We have a month of NBA action in the books. Let's now take a moment to look at the Rookie of the Year. It's always exciting to see the new blood making their presence felt. You look at Castle. He's gotten off to a blazing start and has settled into that number 2 spot in the rankings. A lot of season left for him to jump to number 1, though.
And really not surprised with the kind of talent he possesses to be ranked second already.
Well, he deserves to be ranked this high. This guy is one special player.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Al Paul, after the missed three from Red Hot, such a wide open look.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
No good on the outside try from Red Hot. Outside, Fox. Over Sharp. Barnes kicks to Johnson. Offline with his three. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They've got 8. Red Hot is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Grant, and it's Avdia in at the 4 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And even in this knockout round of this NBA Cup tournament, these games, Greg, also count towards the team's regular season record. So it means so much in a lot of different ways.
And even as they take part in this tourney, more than likely, some of these games we're witnessing provide a preview of matchups we'll see come playoff time.
Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Knocks it loose. Portland leading by 13. Grant the pass to Coffey. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Coffey's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And here is Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Fires the three. And again for 3, the basket is good from Red Hot. Coffey's got 32 points in the game. Spurs trail by 19. Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. for the Trailblazers. Klingon, he's checked in for 8. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. And Henderson subbed in for Anferny Simons. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
Love that assessment, but I do think he was peer.
Not in any way.
Here he goes. Basket good. Fox has got 12 points in the game.
And there's an example of Fox. Doesn't have to get all the way to the cup to be effective.
Here's Coffey. Portland moving the ball around to the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is. 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
And he makes the first.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamar is checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Paul's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. So he gets them both. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
44 seconds left here in the second. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Sohan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Paul surveying the floor. Here's Castle. And that time, also a missed shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And so it's Portland in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
They love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Great, we know about the Euro step. But is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
It's deflected. Stolen by Avdia. Lets it go with a 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Sohan. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 9-1 run. Coffee can't get it to go. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Henderson.
Anthony Simons.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Fox against Simons. Nice move. And there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got 14.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
To the left wing, fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. 46 points for Red Hot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Launches it. The Trailblazers pull it in. Avdiev's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Sohan. Now here's Fox. A three-pointer is right on target. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Coffee. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Castle. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Castle's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And here is Fox, following the 3 from Red Hot. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Castle tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Coffee. The 3. Rebounded by Castle.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the pass.
And Coffee gets it to go.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
.44 seconds left in the 3rd. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Castle. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
And he gets the bucket. 60 points for Red Hot.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Castle. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Just 5 on the clock. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Portland out in front, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Spurs shooting just 31% in the game. We've got Jabari Walker also clinging out there. Jeremy Grant is out there with Sharp. And it's Banton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Banton. Grant outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. Walker with some nice deep.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge it. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Here's Klingon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy, the guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. And he can't hit the second. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Now Sharp following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. Castle misses. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Outside, Walker. Henderson outside. Walker with his screen for Henderson. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Off target from the baseline.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Walker trying to free himself up. They get it again. Pass to Grant. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Grant's got his first points of the night.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play. Using that body in close.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Sohan with the ball. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Red Hot.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Now, here's Fox. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Inside. Here's Klingon. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Outside, Fox. so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Good game, MP. Still want that jersey?
Yeah, man, for sure. You saw how hard I was working out there.
Then let's do it.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
Hey, you earned it, bro.
You did your thing, bro. Good luck the rest of the season.
You too, man. Stay healthy.
You too.